We are Mike and Ann Jutt. We attend the Vineyard, and we were on the team that founded the Grafted Ministry.
We started in 2016. In those first couple of years, we made 4 or 5 gifts a year, and it has grown since then. So this year, we're on track to give away close to $100,000. I think it'll probably be about 20 families. We've just met the most amazing families who are, in many cases, working extra jobs to pay for these adoptions. They're Ubering, they're selling everything they own, and still very often hitting that $5,000 or $10,000 short mark. And to be able to close that up for them and tell them they can quit one of their part-time jobs and go get their kid is just pure joy. Adoption is expensive. International adoptions are $30,000 to $40,000 for a single child. Domestic adoptions, so kids here in the US, can have a much wider range, but I'd think of that one as $25,000 to $50,000 for domestic. That it's just an insurmountable amount of money in many cases. It might as well be $1 million. So gifts to Grafted really help make it doable for real families.
Hi, I'm Kristen Williams, and I am the single mom of 5 amazing girls that I adopted from India. I knew that I always wanted to be a mom. That was the one thing that whenever growing up, people said, what do you want to be? I knew I wanted to be a mom. I didn't really care about what career I did. As I got older and I still hadn't found someone to marry, I started looking into adoption. I cashed out my 403B from teaching to fund my adoption. I was also working full-time as a teacher, and then I was serving tables at night. So I was doing everything I could to afford the adoption. I'm like, where am I gonna get the money for this? I don't have anything. That's when Grafted came in, and Anne reached out to me, and she said, how are you doing on your finances with your 5th adoption? And I said, I have the adoption covered, but I don't have any of my travel, and I don't know where I'm gonna get it. And she called and she said, Kristen, this is one of my favorite phone calls to make, but we were able to credit you the full amount that you had requested to help you bring Snigdha home. I'll just never be able to express in words that I feel like can adequately describe my thankfulness and gratitude for people like Mike and Ann who started Grafted, and what they're doing. They're continuing to help children find their families, and it's just a beautiful reflection of their hearts and the heart of God.
So maybe you've heard some of these stories, or maybe you've been thinking about adoption, and if you feel called to respond in some way, we'd love to help. Maybe you feel called to adoption. Maybe this is something God's laid on your heart that might be right for your family, and we'd love to talk to you. Maybe you're excited about this ministry or the space of adoption, but now's not the right season in your life to adopt, but you still want to be involved. We'd love to talk to you about that. There may be ways to be able to support the ministry financially or support the ministry in prayer. But whatever you're feeling right now, if you feel led in this space, we'd love to talk, and we'd love to connect, and we'd love to see if there's a way to get you plugged in to Grafted or adoption more broadly.